Hi. I can't believe I'm here. I just wanted to see if I could do this, and I did. I'm amazed. I really want to thank you, Esther and Abram, for all the gifts you've given me. I feel like my life has really transformed since I started hearing you.
We're happy to collaborate with you in these ways. Put emphasis on your own point of attraction. That just will serve you so well when you just feel so satisfied in what you have been ready for.
I feel in this lifetime I've been waiting for you for a long time.
Well, you were getting ready to be ready. Feel the difference in that, because anyone who's waiting isn't ready, but when you're ready, you're ready. Yeah.
I'm in my own way.
Yes.
I'm not sure. I'm noticing that the momentum, I really understand and appreciate that kind of tool, but I'm not clear about how I thwart it.
Well, it's mostly because you are a little bit too action oriented, trying to make things happen, trying too hard, efforting a little bit. But we think after a conversation like today that it will be easier for you to modify that.
I feel like I'm really lazy and not effective. Everybody else thinks the opposite, but I think I'm asleep.
When you think about something you want, it's like putting an engine on a train going in the direction of what you desire. But when you doubt it, when you don't believe it, or when you are worried about it, the thought that you think makes you feel worried about it, it's like putting a train on the same track going in opposition. And so that's what makes you feel like you're not moving toward what you're wanting, because you're really not moving toward what you're wanting. But it's an energy thing. A lot of times when people talk about being really ambitious, what they're talking about is being very ready to jump into action, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are on the right vibrational wavelength. And so a lot of people are putting a lot of effort out and just sort of spinning their wheels, and after you've done that for a while, you tend to just not be willing to try so hard, because to try hard and get nowhere, why not just not try hard and get nowhere? And that's what makes you then decide that you're lazy, because you're just tired of being ineffective. But when you begin to tap into these laws of the universe and to your true internal power, and you allow that momentum to build, then it's not about being ambitious or being really action oriented. It's about being inspired. A lot of people motivate themselves by thinking about the bad things that would happen if they didn't do such and such, and that makes them be busy, and it makes them look busy, and sometimes it helps them get marks on the chart from people who are analyzing success in life just by how busy you seem. She gets an A for effort because she tries really hard, so we have to give her some accolades for how hard she tries. But the universe is not interested in how hard you're trying. The universe is interested in how much of what you've asked for that you're letting in at any point in time. So it's a different mindset, and we know you got it here today.
Right.
If we ask you to give us some words that sound better, or even then feel better than the words that you offered, it wouldn't be all that effective. So let's start at a more general place and work our way up to that. So do you know that you are an extension of source energy?
Yes.
And does it seem to you that you've come here into this physical body because it seemed like a really good idea?
Yeah.
Do you think that you came for satisfaction in life?
I came for extraordinary.
Did you come to fulfill some previous obligation?
Yeah, came to explore.
Did you come for the thrill of new discovery?
The thrill.
Is it fun to evolve? Is it fun to evolve consciously?
Absolutely.
Is it pleasurable to choose from variety things that matter to you?
Exquisite.
Can you feel your inner being's enthusiasm when you make a new choice?
Yeah.
Can you tell when you're on the wavelength of the choice or when you're on the wavelength of its absence?
On the wavelength.
You can tell by your satisfaction factor, can't you?
Yeah.
Do you believe that law of attraction is a real thing?
Absolutely.
Do you think that when law of attraction, when you focus upon a vibration and make it active within you, do you believe that it's a natural thing that momentum would increase on that subject?
Totally.
Do you believe that opposing thoughts can thwart momentum?
Yeah.
Do you think that you've been thwarting yourself deliberately?
No.
Or have you just been giving attention to wanted and unwanted, and that's what thwarts?
I think it's a habit.
Habit of thought.
A habit of thought.
Do you think you can ever offer that habit of thought without feeling an emotional piece of guidance that lets you know you're doing it?
Say that again.
When you are in the act, in the moment of thwarting something that you desire, do you think that you have guidance that is letting you know in that moment?
Yeah, now I do.
In what form does that guidance come?
I'm understanding my emotions, what they're
You're
saying.
less than satisfied.
Yeah.
At early stages, do you believe that you could redirect those thoughts?
Yeah.
And sometimes you can. Once the momentum is really strong, is it easy to redirect those thoughts?
No.
Would it require a lot of attention? Would it require a lot of effort to redirect those thoughts? Almost more than is even possible in some cases. So what's the answer? To redirect the thoughts in the middle of mental crises, or to take a nap?
I'm taking lots of naps lately.
To meditate, to get into an easier place, to start over. Does it feel logical to you that each time that you start over, you will be more adept at managing your own energy?
Yes.
Does it feel wiser to manage your energy at the early subtle stages of emotion, or do you need a full flailing tantrum to be happening within you before you want to apply your mental discipline?
Way early at this point.
There's not enough action in the world. You can't throw a big enough tantrum to make anything improved. So we started at the beginning, and doesn't it all feel perfectly clear to you?
Totally.
Do you think that you will ever be in the act of thwarting yourself again and not know it?
No.
Do you think that old habits of thwarting, which just means activating old beliefs that don't help you, do you think that you're less likely to do that if you're starting in a new, neutral, balanced, centered, ready to be ready to be ready to be ready place?
Totally, I think.
Don't you feel different about just jumping into action? Don't you want to get to work early enough that you can sit in the parking lot and chill for a minute before you go in? Or you just want to go in and let it happen however it's going to happen? Oh, I remember all of you. I met you all yesterday and the day before that and the day before that. Wouldn't you like to take a new you in there and see who shows up to meet you?
So is it good to have a plan? To make the plan from?
Well, here's the thing. If you've been ready to be ready to be ready, and then you have an epiphany plan, and then another, and then another, oh, those plans are so delicious because those plans come to fruition and you feel awesome.
Okay.
You feel like the most incredible creator on the planet. In other words, it's like you wave your magic wand and everything happens for you. But if you're not ready to be ready to be ready to be ready, and you're making your plan to counteract for the energy that you didn't flow, then the plan is going to be hard and you're going to blame the others, and makes sense, doesn't it?
Makes sense, yeah.
It's always nice to have a plan, but start general. I plan to feel good today, and I plan to consciously expand today, and I plan to feel satisfaction all day. I plan to have a really good day. I plan to really like this day. I plan to be in the place where good ideas can flow to me. I plan to be feeling so good that when an idea does pop up, I get it. I plan to respond. I intend to follow the momentum of a good idea. I'm going to follow that bliss. I plan to be eager about life. I plan to feel good this whole day. I plan to be really glad to be alive today. I plan to go to bed tonight really happy for this day. Keep your plans general enough that, but if you say, I plan to not meet that person in the hallway that I've been meeting every day, you're going to meet that person in the hallway or someone else just like that person. So you have to know by your satisfaction factor how far to go in your plans. So here's a way to say it. The better you feel, the more effective and better feeling every plan you make will be. The worse you feel, the less effective and the more awful results you'll get from the plans that you make. Did your mother ever say, or did you ever say to someone, I told you that was the way it was going to turn out? Well, a lot of people are planning for your failure. They don't mean to. And you can begin to plan for your failure too, or you could plan to have a really good day. Today, no matter where I go, no matter what I'm doing, no matter who's around, it's my intention to have a really nice day, really good time. Just keep it really general and watch what happens. Feels odd a little bit that full blown empowerment could come from such general, gentle thoughts. But you don't want to jump in with your power when you're all aggravated. That causes a mess. Enough?
Enough. Amazing.
Really good.
Thank you.
Really good.